Yo, hello and welcome to another episode of the End-to-End Football Podcast. Myself, Kuda in the building. Sean, what are you saying?
Still here, mate. Still going. Steam train along. Let's go.
That's the steam train went along, yeah? Still chugging along, 1 point behind, yeah? Trying to get the pressure behind, put pressure on and that.
Come on, bro.
It is what it is, boy. I think there's only one place to start. Rome to the champions of La Liga. Come on, you got my guy there, boy. Huh? Actually, he's not my guy, bro. I'm still color out, boy. I ain't gonna lie. I'm still color out, but you know what? Let my guy enjoy, boy. Smoking that Barca pack. Let's go, boy. The man, they beat us 3-0 until they arrived in life. Drop me out. Anyway, that aside, boy. Let's start off with the relegation. Do you know what? I might even call it relegation / top 4 encounter. Is the way things are looking at this moment in time. Everton at home to Chelsea. The Chelsea side, they're kind of just sleepwalking to the rest of the season now, isn't it? You know what I mean? They might on holiday already, bruv. You know. Everton, we know how bad they are. They're absolutely horrific. But, you know, they've got something to play for, innit? I mean, what do you make of this? I know they're your rivals in that.
Who's our rivals? Everton.
Yeah, rivals, isn't it? No rivals as in challenging, just as in enemies.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Do you know what? I did not see this coming. I did not see this them beating Chelsea. I thought Chelsea were gonna roll them.
Yeah.
But boy, this Chelsea were their own worst enemies here. Well, Azpi was their own worst enemy here.
Yeah.
Because boy, this game, even with their striker situation, Chelsea, you'd still thought, nah, they're gonna beat them. Whether it's 1-2, they're gonna get through this. But boy, it seems like they seem to be stalling right now. So I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with Chelsea.
It's peak over there. It's peak over there because obviously, suffice to say, you've got the owner situation.
Yep.
This new American guy. I saw the most disgusting thing I've ever seen on Twitter. Someone made a compilation of the owner talking. Have you ever seen an owner comp? I mean, I've seen combinations of players, bro. But man, are doing owner comps. It's muddy, you know. It's muddy. But you know what, yeah? I mean, you know what? Just get the Azpilicueta L out of the way because agent Azpilicueta, I mean, clearly trying to look after his former teammate. So that was an assist. That was an absolute assist to Richarlison.
So what are we saying? We give Azpilicueta L,
Azpilicueta, man, getting this week's player L. That was disgusting.
Epic fail. You are one pathetic loser.
Yeah, then we've got to look at the bigger picture, yeah? Or the slightly bigger picture, just on the players' perspective. Rudiger, he's seen the light. He's coming to Madrid. Don't know. Yeah. You got Christensen. He's going to Barcelona, I think, isn't
he? Yeah.
You've got who else? So that's 2 of them sort of back 4. Thiago is 38 years old. You know what I mean? Reece James, sick player, but again, there's still that question mark over the injury situation. Kante, he's been brilliant for years, but this season, Lord have mercy. You know what I mean? He's had a nightmare this season. He's had a nightmare. I think he's got some bad luck because anytime he gives the ball away, it's capital punishment. Even if it's not like a direct pass, he gives the ball away and 2-3 passes later, they're conceding. It's peak. Huh? And I think Kante's contract runs out next season. Same for Jorginho. Jorginho again, a little bit meaty. Their best CM is who, really? Kovacic. Kovacic is another player he's cute. Do you know what I mean? He's nice, but he's not the man to take to the trenches with. You know them ones? You know what I mean? And then the piece de resistance. Their whole scud front line. That is a complete and utter shambles from Pulisic to Ziyech to Werner, Havertz to a lesser extent because he kind of started off the season pretty decent, but again, last few weeks he's been dreadful.
But he's not even a striker though,
and that's the main thing. This is where I have to go here because there's a particular thing, and I've said this on this podcast a while, that's annoyed me. It's this new phrase that I was hearing. It's starting to die out now. Sense is starting to prevail, because this phrase I was hearing was absolutely disturbing my soul. It was the phrase Pep, Klopp, and Tuchel. What? It's Pep and Klopp. A massive gap. You got to pause, and then we'll discuss the rest of them, man. Yeah? But these men won the Champions League and somehow made it Pep, Klopp, and Tuchel. Remember the beginning of the season? It was, this Chelsea team, they're really hard to break down, blah, 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 blah. All they need is a focal point.
They got that.
They got the focal point, Lukaku. Imagine sitting there, looking at Liverpool, looking at Man City and thinking, you know what? What could bridge the gap for us is Lukaku. I don't care how well he was doing in Serie A. That ain't the guy, bruv. We've seen him not quite make it at the big boys. You know what I mean? Yeah, he can do it at West Brom. You know what I mean? And Everton.
And Everton, yeah.
You know what I mean? He can't do it at a club that's meant to be going for titles. You know what I mean? Meant to be actually doing stuff.
Not in this league anyway.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You know what I mean? You got to look at the way they were playing in Serie A as well, the counter-attack system, all that kind of stuff. But again, I have to kind of look at the manager a little bit because surely he could have got the best out of one of them attackers, man.
Well, if you look at it, it's £150 million worth of strike force there between the two of them.
And they still rely on defenders to bag goals for them. Even the game against Man United, it was, what's it called? Marcus Alonso that scored, didn't it?
Yep.
You know what I mean? I don't want to hear this Pep, Klopp and Tuchel chat. It's absolute nonsense. And these Chelsea fans, I see them coming on talking about, oh yeah, look, Klopp has been to, I don't know, 6 finals in 9 years. This guy's been to 6 finals in 2 years. Man, drop me out, bro. Drop me out.
AJ Aspilicueta is at it again, you see?
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to hear it. And this form, this is on the manager for me. This is why Tuchel deserves this week's player L, because it's not so much about tactics, but it's about motivating your players. Do you know what I mean? This is a team that was meant to be challenging for the title. All the pundits and all these people were saying that, yeah, they're going to challenge for the title. A lot of people put them as favourites even.
Oh, that's wild.
They were though. No, remember the beginning of the season?
Yeah.
There are people saying, yeah, Chelsea are favourites.
Do you know what? I thought they were going to be somewhere up and around there, but I'd never had them as favourites. No way.
Not for me. Not for me, boy.
Over my boys. You're mad.
They were I put them, boy, third. You know, they where they belong. Yeah, and even that now, this third situation is starting to look funny in the light. They're only 3 points off Arsenal. I think Arsenal have actually won more games than them. Arsenal have 20 wins. They have 19. They have the same wins as well as Tottenham. It's only because obviously they've got more draws than that. Yeah. And when you think about it, I know like obviously this is ifs and buts here. But look at the 3 games Arsenal lost. What was it? Palace, whatever the 3 games, the weird games that they lost in a row, yeah. If they had actually got the results they were meant to, they'll be above them, you know. Do you know how mad that is? Considering what people, the expectations on Arsenal and the expectations on Chelsea, bro. I think for me, yeah, it's a mini disaster. I also think he's a little bit lucky. Unlucky and unlucky at the same time, yeah, with the whole Abramovich thing. Because any other normal season, he would have survived this season. Anyhow, he flops next season, he'll be gone. But I think the new owners will keep him, trying to keep the fans on the side. That's probably going to work in his favor.
Yeah,
But
but
yeah,
the thing is, they're gonna have to do some signings, boy, because Werner can't stay, Lukaku can't stay. Well, what? Havertz is not a striker; he's attacking midfielder or the
mm,
false nine. It don't. You can see it don't run in it. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with them next season. But back to Tuchel, whatever his name is. Mate, here's your manager L of the week.
Epic fail. You are one pathetic loser.
boy, it is what it is, man. And as for Everton, I mean, from their perspective, a wonderful result, considering that Burnley won that game against Watford last minute, or they came back from being a goal down. Yeah. And then they obviously came back and come back to win it, put pressure on Everton. They've got a big game at home against Chelsea. Big result for them. I mean, the way they played, I think, if they show that kind of desire against the lesser teams, they wouldn't have been in this position in the first place.
No way. Them
You know what I
Everton
mean?
players, they have to look at themselves and really ask themselves, really.
Because, yeah, they gave everything on that pitch. Last-ditch blocks, fighting the Chelsea players. You know what I mean? There was beef there between Havertz and Yerry Mina and all these people. You know what I mean? Even if they lost that match, which by rights they should have, because Chelsea just wasteful and toothless. You know what I mean? They had all the shots and possession. Did you do anything with it? If they had lost that game, you would still look at it from an effort perspective and say they gave it their all. Innit? Do you know what I mean? They gave it their all, but we'll see. It. I mean, how you feel? Do you think they're gonna survive?
Boy, if they can play how they played yesterday or the day before, then yes, I can see it. They will survive. They should survive.
Yeah, I think Leeds might end up getting dragged down there because
Yeah,
Leeds
they
are
seem
close
to
as
be.
well. Because
But you
Burnley
know,
have kind
this
of
is
turned it around, with this player coach, whatever. I don't know what situation they've got. They're Michael Jackson and that. You know what I mean? They got Mike Jackson and whoever the other guy is. What's it called? One of their players. It's like a player coach. They seem to have started turned around. They're kind of doing vibes over there. So they can kind of, you know what I mean, upbeat there. I don't know, but maybe they had enough of good old Daichi, boy.
yeah. He was on a barren one, man. He was on a barren one. But he's done well to keep them in the league all these years with the amount of money that they spend.
But this is it, though, isn't it? Sometimes it's like you can only take a team so far, and you kind of like it's almost like the Tony Pulis situation.
Or Sam Allardyce, he can't really do much.
Them and they can't stay forever. You know what I mean? It's like us with the originator, you know what I mean, Hodgson. I mean, he was the manager for Everton today. Look at how they're looking. Oh, sorry, for Watford today. Look how they're looking. You know what I mean? But I think Everton might get saved by Leeds. I think Leeds might be the one to go down. As much as I want Lampard to go, you know what I mean? So and they've got a couple of games coming up against teams that don't really have anything to play for. You know what I mean? That might also work in their favor. But I don't know. It is what it is. Abbas, what are you saying? Are you watching your boys?
Yeah, man, I'm watching my boys, man. Watching my boys in the.
Sound like you're driving or something.
Yeah, no, I'm in the car. The engine's on. Actually, let me turn that off. Let me turn this bitch off. Let me turn this off. Yeah. Just, you know what you do? You find a random car park in it and quickly hop onto the show. You know what I mean?
Them man there. But yeah, man. No, we're just talking about what's it called? The Everton players, the effort they put in for that game, and how if they were playing half that effort the rest of the season, they wouldn't be in this position.
Yeah, but it's all a bit. It feels a bit too late. I think it's a bit too late for me, right?
You reckon?
Yeah, man.
They got game in hand on the other team, innit?
Yeah, I mean the thing is, yeah, as you said, I mean, how many games have they lost on the trot where they could have had this effort? They could have, you know what I mean, given a lot more. And what, you're giving it now? Well, thanks, mate. A little bit late.
Listen, yeah.
Everton fans must be fuming.
I'm saying I hope you're right in it. And I've got nothing against Everton. I just have something against Lampard, innit? That's my agenda, way. You know what I mean? I'm on the Lampard mud agenda, boy. That's what I'm on.
All right, one thing, yeah. What do you think about the whole Dele Alli?
What a waste of a
He's
career.
not interested in football. He's not interested in football anymore. He's not interested in football anymore.
What you say? You're gonna see him in Love Island in the summer?
Yeah, yeah, man.
Man said Dele Alli Casa Mo and that. Hi, I'm Dele. I'm a professional footballer.
Personally, right? Personally, I think there must be. Obviously, we know who he's dating, right? We know he's dating Monsieur Pep's daughter, right? Does he think his career is settled no matter what because of that?
I don't think there's any correlation, bro. I don't think there's any correlation. You know what I mean? Pep probably hates him, bro. He's dealing with his daughter. He probably just thinks, look at this waste man that you're bringing to my yard, bro.
He's not even playing in the bottom of the table team, bro.
And you know the man like Pep from that part of the world, boy, seeing their daughter with the IC 2.5, yo, it's peak, you know what I mean? It's not, you know what I mean? I don't know if he's popular over there still, but yo, it is what it is. But yeah, I think that's a waste of a career. Do you know what? Yeah? Funny enough, you mentioned him here because what must Donny van der Beek think? Because he went there on loan. Where is he at?
He's injured though, wasn't he?
Is he benched?
He's been injured he was injured. He was injured. At least last week he was injured because I remember asking the same thing to myself, like, where's Donny? He wasn't even on the bench. He was injured. I can't remember he was on the bench for this game or not. But yeah, last time I heard he was injured. And I know Johnny, he must be rubbing his hand with his club's new hiring in Ten Hag. So
well, that's his only hope.
That's his guy, bro. Yeah, that's his guy.
But you know, it is what it is. But as for Everton, man, I'm just like, I mean, if they go down, I don't think they're in a good position to go down. They've got too many players there that are on big wages. You know, I saw some graphic where they've spent more money than Liverpool in the last 5-6 years.
A lot, yeah.
You know what I mean?
They spent a lot of money.
It's a mess, man. I mean, you know, speaking of effort, Richarlison seems to be the one sort of, you know what I mean, really battling to keep them in. As much as I think he's limited, he's definitely putting in some graft, boy.
Do you know what? He puts in that work. That man there, he'll go and give his all. Even the rest of the team's not doing it, he'll run his heart out. He don't stop, mate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even though he can be annoying.
Absolutely. I know.
He's a bit wasteful, yeah. He can be a bit wasteful. Even with all that running, he can be very wasteful.
Oh, very wasteful. Very wasteful. Like I said, there's a limited play, but you can't fault him for effort, man. But let's move on to I mean, we'll quickly brush over these two, man, because I don't think there was much to say about Man City and Liverpool's wins. You know what I mean? We start off with Liverpool, the early kickoff away to Newcastle. I saw some Liverpool fans online who were marking this down as a possible tough fixture or whatever it is.
Boy, it was
how did you see it?
It was a tough fixture. I mean, they gave us a hard time because, you know, when you got a 1-0 lead for all that time, all it takes is one wrong move, boy. And that's it. But because they've been on a good run. I mean, how much games he won on the trot with Newcastle?
Yeah, I think I know their form right now is last 5 games. They've got four wins in a row, and then obviously this is the first loss.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how much they'd won. I don't know if they'd won 5 or 4. Yeah, man.
Yeah, they were on a good run, man. So I'm happy to take the 3 points there. These are the games that I knew that would be a sticky point. This one, Tottenham, but I always said Tottenham was going to be a hard one. The rest of the games, there should be 3 points. I said that from before.
I only saw the highlights. The only thing I was like, wow, Mane could have scored 2 goals there, but he was on a wasteful one. He's lucky that didn't backfire. That didn't backfire, boy. You know, but it's that part of the season where it's like, yeah, just get the dub in it. Just get the dub and run. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just get the dub and run, and then Man City against Leeds against Man City. First things first. Before we even talk about the game, yeah. Those Leeds fans are disgraceful, bro. See the state of that pitch?
Yeah.
Them chucking whatever it was, they was chucking there.
Yeah.
Papers, tissue, whatever it was. Yeah, it's just like, and you still held corn anyway. You know what I mean? And some of their players were like cussing them because one of them they threw the paper on one of their own players. I think it was the Brazilian.
Rafinha,
yeah. Man chucked it at him and he's looking at them like, bro, what?
What are you throwing at me for?
Like, fam, he's supposed to be throwing it at the Man City players, you know. Absolutely disgrace. And the club never made no announcement, you know, to stop that or anything. You know, it's just
Mate, the players.
I understand trying to build a hostile atmosphere, yeah, but bruv, you don't need to throw stuff on the pitch, bruv, to make it hostile that loud.
Mate, all it did was just prolong the game because the players had had to pick up some of the rubbish off the pitch. What's wrong with them?
I mean, I saw some Liverpool fans kind of hoping that this might be a game these man slip up with, but I never saw it, man. I know that they drew there last season. Maybe that was where the hope was.
You know what it is? Do you know what it is, Kuda? It's just hoping that these men draw anyway. You know what? You see, if it was like a League One team or whatever, you know, something happens where they just draw, but they're steamrolling now, boy.
I remember saying to Abbas, yo, the viewership of that game, it must have dropped by 80% when Laporte scored that second goal, boy. Barely Liverpool fans must have just locked up that game.
Yeah, everyone would just locked up like everyone would have been like, why are we here? Why are we here? We know where this is going.
Well, I think they would have locked it off after the first goal because it's, mate. Leeds, mate, I don't know. Why bother? You just forfeit and give them the 3 points, man.
You know what's annoying? Yeah, when you're in a title race and you've gone to hell and back to get your win, and you're watching the other team, just cruise, bro. You're like, nah, man. You almost was a conspiracy, man.
And that's just it. We went to hell and back with Newcastle, and they just steamrolled Leeds like it was nothing. Leeds held out for a little while, and then it was just game over after that.
Yeah. That's that's absolutely peak, man. Absolutely peak. But yeah, man. I mean, is there much to say about that game?
No. Well, Jesus seems to have found his goal scoring boots now, innit?
Boy, this what's it called? This transfer.
That link to Arsenal.
You know what I mean?
That link to Arsenal finished him. He said, "Who? Me? No chance."
You know what's mad? Didn't that happen to Sterling as well when they tried to link him to Tottenham? He was like, nah, bro, my son started scoring.
Remember, Bernardo Silva was another one they tried to offload as well to Tottenham as well. Oh, that was wild.
It's some secret tactic, boy, to get these men playing,
Yeah. Jesus was like Leonardo Cabra. I ain't going anywhere. Right here.
Yeah, man. He said he was like, no way, because it's mad. Because someone put that up on Twitter, the goal scoring record since that link came through. Nah, he said no, and no.
You know, like whoever deals with the negotiations at Arsenal must just watch your man score like, every goal is like the price is going up by 2.5.
The price of the brick just went up.
That's the thing, but yesterday's price is not today's price.
Hey,
it's peak, you know, it's peak. But now, man. But yeah, I haven't really got much to say about this, man. I think it was just like a standard win for them. They even rested some of their players and put them on in the second half for no reason. I mean, I thought they were.
I'm honestly scared, right, that things are going way too smoothly for them. I'm honestly
are they though, with the injuries? You know what I mean? They got Kyle Walker still not available yet. You know what I mean?
Don't worry.
They've had a few sort of wobbles. I mean, at this point, I think Liverpool fans are just going to be looking for Gerrard last game of the season. Gerrard might all come on the pitch, blood. You know what I mean? Register himself and that. You know what I mean? Take a free kick. Hit one from 40 yards, Gerrard! Start running around like he's won the league. You know, that's going to be extremely tasty, man. Extremely tasty.
You know what I'm hopeful for?
Yeah.
I'm hopeful for Wednesday. I hope they get turned over and burnt. And that just demoralizes them. That's all I'm hoping for now, bro.
I want any psychological edge, boy. No, I hear it. I hear it. Listen, yeah, I don't feel sorry for you, innit? because I've also had Pep in my league trying to chase him. Yeah? You know what I mean? And it was one of your fans, one of your fans. Oh, how many league titles have man won? And I'm like, bro, you have to put up with Pep, you know what I mean? It's not easy, bro, trying to win a league over that guy, bro. It's long. It is long. 90 plus points just to win. Yeah, boy. It is what it is, boy. It's part of the job description, boy.
Alex, let me have a question for you, yeah? If Alex Ferguson was here now in the league, how do you think he would cope in this league with these two managers here?
See, Alex Ferguson himself, especially in the later stages, was more of a man management. He would have got the backroom staff to deal with like the tactical element. I actually still think he probably still would have won, because anyone that came into the league at the time and challenged him, he still beat them eventually.
Okay, that's an
right?
interesting.
Jose came, Ancelotti, who's the other guy? Every single one who came, he won against them. So I think he would have adjusted.
I think it needs context, you know what I mean? I think, yes, prime Ferguson, yeah, I think he would have competed. Later Ferguson, I don't know, bro. I think it would have been outdated, bro. You know what I mean? It would
have been so important on his backroom staff, and that's one thing I always rate Alex Ferguson for. He knew when to change his backroom staff when he needed it. So when it was the time that he had more of a European feel to his team, his backroom staff was more of a European feel at that time. And then the last was it 6 years he had? I think it was 6 years when he had the feeling and the more English core background. And I think that time his team was more built to just outrun and outwork teams, right? I mean, I'm always going to remember the fact that we won a league with Cleverley and a Carrick in our midfield, and we brought back Paul Scholes from retirement. And I think who was that? Who was the manager at the time of Man City there? Because Man City was challenging then as well. And then he brought that back and he said, "Okay, cool. We're gonna have to just grind our win."
Mancini, Pellegrini, one of them.
Yeah. So he's got it in his locker to go. Okay, cool. I can motivate the players, but I need someone to help me with this, that, and all the other. Like I said, he would have competed. Would he have won every time? Probably not. Like, I don't think Pep would have had the same sort of dominance he has now if Alex Ferguson was in the league. That's the one thing.
It's not if, buts, and maybes, isn't it? It's like,
it is a guessing game.
If Prime Wenger was here, if this guy was here, like,
yeah, I just wanted to get his view on that whole thing there. I just wanted to see what you thought about it.
It would have been fun though. It would have been fun. It would have been fun. It would have been probably better to watch. Like right now, it always seems to be a two-way battle. One way sometimes.
It's always been a two-way battle.
No, because sometimes the third and the fourth actually could make a difference. Yeah, and I think the third and the fourth this season can't do nothing. Yeah,
the gap between the 1 and 2 and the rest is massive.
Yeah,
but you could argue, okay, during Invincibles and trouble times, Arsenal and Man United, who was the third team them times there?
There was other teams floating in and around.
No, Chelsea and that. Nah, they might no hope to win the thing, bro. You know what I mean? They might catch a FA Cup.
Yeah, the invincible times of Arsenal, yeah. It was probably just them two at that time. The Liverpool will come now and again, and that was it. But yeah, my team's here now, boy.
You know what I mean? Because by the time you were even pretending, that was already 2008. You know what I mean? Them times there. 2004, 5 times? Nah, man, I don't know. Well, that's when Chelsea came into the situation as well, and you got a bit long. But, well, it is what it is. Anyway, this guy got chopped off. You know what I mean? With his car park Wi-Fi, boy. I don't know whose Wi-Fi he was stealing off, boy. Man parked outside someone's back garden and trying to join into the Wi-Fi. Then man there. Nah, it is what it is, man. But yeah, all right, let's move on anyway. We got the top 4. I mean, what's it called? Some of the top 4 rivals, i.e. Tottenham. I mean, top four. Who's really in it now? Is it just Arsenal and Spurs?
Arsenal, Spurs,
United are out of it, surely.
Oh yeah, no, I think that's done and dusted for them. I don't see them coming back into it, if I'm honest.
Nah, they're going over 3 games. I mean, they're winning at the moment, but I still think they're too far. You know what I mean? I still think they're too far. Yeah, man. Arsenal are sort of. It's a weird fixture because on paper this season you would think, oh yeah, away to West Ham, tough fixture. But in the context of West Ham, obviously Europa League, you know, the injury situation, it's probably a decent time to play them. But it was not an easy game by the looks of it, right?
No.
It was not an easy game.
Oh, it's 2-0.
And how ironic, yeah, that it was the 2 centre backs, the 2 follically challenged centre backs, yeah, that obviously just come back from Turkey. Did you see Gabriel's new hairline, bruv?
Yeah.
Huh? Even Rob Holding, I'm looking at his hairline, big man. I swear the thing was receding before. Yo, that man went to Turkey, boy. Little quick trip to Turkey and that. You know what I mean? But yeah, absolutely vital win for Arsenal. It puts them again, for me, in the driving seat. Tottenham, I'm sorry, for me, it's a -3 next week. They ain't getting them points at Anfield. You know what I mean? So Arsenal got another chance to get a little gap there before obviously the crucial game. I think Chelsea could have been dragged into it had Arsenal and Chelsea not, so Arsenal and Tottenham not had to play each other. I think that saves them.
The thing is, but seeing Chelsea slip up here, remember they're only 3 points ahead of Arsenal right now.
Oh, pick to just get ruled out offside. What do you say? They're 3 points ahead of Arsenal.
Yeah. The 3 points ahead of Arsenal. So Arsenal win that. Arsenal could go third. No. If Arsenal win that, they go level on points. They ain't going third because the goal difference is wild. The goal difference is wild compared to Arsenal. But they could see them slip up if they don't turn these results around.
Who's Chelsea got? So Chelsea have Wolves at home, Leeds away, and after the FA Cup, who's that? Leicester at home. Watford
That could be a tricky one. The Leicester.
Yeah, that could be. And the way to be honest, the way they're playing right now, every game is tricky. You know?
Yeah.
The reason every game is tricky is they're struggling for goals, man.
This is it.
You know what I mean? They're struggling for goals, so every game is tricky. You know what I mean? If the other team, you know, has got a good chance of you know, if you score 1 goal, you've got a good chance of walking away with a result against them, man.
Look at the Everton game.
Exactly, you're extremely wasteful. Look at a Man United side that's been slapped about by everybody, including Arsenal. Yeah, they go over there and walk away with a 1-1. They haven't beaten Arsenal. They haven't beaten Man United. Man United that's been getting slapped by almost everybody.
Yeah.
2 1-1 draws. And this is a team that was meant to be challenging for the title. Okay. All right, mate. Do you know what I mean? Then for Spurs, do you have any belief in Spurs? I know obviously you don't want to believe in them next week, but
do you know what?
Because they're getting cooked at Anfield. So that's a minus. It's peak for them. I'm sorry, I think it's peak.
I ain't saying that on camera.
I said I'm not jinxing it, right?
Yeah. You know what? I hope we beat Spurs because, like I said, I think that's going to be a tricky game because Spurs are playing well at the moment. Son scored a beautiful goal yesterday. Yeah, mate. Yeah, it's going to be a tricky game.
Yeah, man. I mean, that North London derby, but that could end up deciding.
That's a big one.
I honestly feel by the time that gets there, Arsenal are going to be 4 points ahead. That's my gut feeling.
Do you know what? Now. To be honest, North London derby, I don't see that going any other way than Arsenal winning that. If I'm honest.
Yeah, but yeah. I was thinking, you know, Tottenham at home, you know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, there's just a vibe in it. You see when it comes to that importance.
Yeah, you see, if Arsenal were on a barren run, I would still bank on Arsenal to win that because Arsenal, that is just one game they ain't losing.
Yeah, but nah, I think Arsenal should be okay for the Champions League. But I mean, God knows what they're gonna do when they get there. But it is what it is, boy.
Boy,
I mean, I think we've already covered relegation. I mean, what else really is there?
We can welcome Fulham back to the Premiership and say bye-bye to Norwich.
Them two yo-yo clubs, they're just gonna swap it over again next season.
It's like they drive past each other like, oh, I'm going up.
You know what I mean? It's like, yo, it's some joking, man. Absolutely joking. But boy, it is what it is. Because Fulham always never add anything when they come into the league. Man.
But they expect to stay up.
Yeah, they never add anything. Like, now even look at this lead side, especially with Bielsa, and they added something. I mean, they were loose, but they were entertaining. Do you know what I mean? They've done a little something. But I think Fulham just come and do nothing. Norwich just come up and get spanked. They're like the stat pad team, boy, for the strikers.
But it's true. You said they're yo-yo clubs. They just come up and down, up and down.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, nice. Speak. So, he's back now, is he?
Yo.
What happened there?
Somebody else's Wi-Fi.
Huh? You found another Wi-Fi to steal?
Nah, so just got a little hated. I want to interrupt my flow in it. That's about it.
No. Anyway, we're almost finished. Anyway, we were just talking about obviously the top four. We were talking about the top four. Who you got for top four briefly? What's your gut feeling as things stand right now? Obviously, you have to say you guys are out of it, don't you?
Yeah, that's the problem. Like United are definitely out of it. It is we've said this for a long time. It's Arsenal's to lose, isn't it? It's Arsenal's to lose. So, and I think Spurs have got harder run of games as well. So that's really going to determine. Bear in mind, they've got Liverpool. Yeah, they got to face Liverpool, who's on a title run and don't want to lose games. Yeah, and I think they've still got to face Arsenal themselves.
Yeah.
So that might be a decider too. That might be a 6-pointer right there. So
and Arsenal coming into that, even a draw will do them nicely. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're coming in with their tails up. So they're really gonna be thinking, they can take this challenge head on. And yeah, you know what? Football always humble you one way or another, right? Football has humbled me well this season. We had Ghana knocking Nigeria out, out of possible fair enough in the World Cup. And now Arsenal are going to finish above United and probably get top 4. Humbled, boy. So
quick question.
Yeah,
quick
like
answer,
I said,
quick question, quick answer. Yeah, about your boys. Obviously, you being what's it called? You being out of it. I mean, just for this season alone, is this the worst campaign for you as a fan watching?
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. I mean, it was a mess with Ole in the beginning. I mean, let's be honest. I don't even know where to begin. Ole's been fake doing well for a long time. And what I mean by that is he's taken advantage of the situations that's happened around him. Obviously, Liverpool's injury, 2nd place, 3rd place he got as well. Champions League run were pathetic. Europa was losing in the final like that was pathetic. So when it came to the real nitty gritty, the semi-finals, the quarterfinals, the finals, he flopped there. And everything else in between was a bit of a mess. Radnick has come. He's tried a thing for 2 games. After 2 games, he's given up. And for me, that was probably the worst decision he made as a manager. Because the moment the players realized, yeah, we have one over you, it was game over. It was all over, Charlie. So, so after that, right, he's just been downhill and downhill and downhill and downhill, right? Embarrassment upon embarrassment upon embarrassment. Like, I don't know which one hurts me more, losing to Liverpool the way we did or losing to Arsenal the way we did. Like, it just, how much more slaps can a fan take?
Well, from the, what's it called? the fan cam videos I was watching, it looked like the Arsenal one hurt you guys more because I think there was a genuine belief that we're not gonna have it from Arsenal. Like, you know what I mean? Because I saw certain man going Super Saint boy when Bruno missed his penalty, boy.
You know, the good thing is there was no camera on me, bro, because the moment he stepped up, I was lucky enough. I was with a bunch of football coaches and stuff, and we were just chatting there. The moment he stepped up, I literally just said he's gonna miss. I didn't know what it was. Right. My first question was, why the hell is he taking it? Then I asked the question again, and then I said he's gonna miss. Then he missed, and I said, "Oh my god!" I literally went, "Oh my god!" I said, "Arsenal are gonna score, and we're gonna lose 3-1." I literally just went, "It's obvious. Look at how the season was going." I said, "It's obvious what's gonna happen next." So yeah, man, this is the worst. This is the worst I've experienced, man. Yes, definitely the worst I've experienced. And like I said, to make everything harder to digest is Liverpool and Man City that are one of them is going to win the title, and I have to take a side of one of them because I dislike the other one that much.
As I've said to you, as I said earlier when you was here, I was talking to Sean about the perils of chasing a pep team, yeah. And I said, yeah, I don't feel sorry for you. Yeah? I say the same to you. Yeah, I don't feel sorry for you, bro, because I got Atletico Madrid and Barcelona, yeah. That were ahead, and I'm looking at it thinking, yeah, I'd rather let's go win this league still. Even though I still don't like them anyway, but it was like you just have to pick the lesser of the two evils. You know what I mean? It's
dude,
muddy.
I don't like Pep. I don't like Man City. Bro, I don't like Pep. I don't like Man City, right? But I will swallow all of that just not to see Liverpool do the 20th title in my face, bro. Nah.
They're trying to do that 20th title accompanied with other titles, but it's gonna be you're gonna have to go into hibernation, you know, bro. They might win a quadruple.
I'll be honest, yeah.
Just go underground, bro. Just go underground. Just buy bare tin.
You know the worst thing?
Just go underground, big man.
Them winning a quadruple will be the same as equivalent to me going to war. I'm finished. I'm finished, bro.
Oh,
I'm finished.
It is
fully underground. Yeah, man.
It is.
Horrible.
Oh, yeah, man. I think that's pretty much. I mean, is there anything else really that's happening? Oh no, actually, quick one, boy. Quick RIP to man like Mino Raiola. You know what I mean? He did 100%. Did eventually pass away after certain man were just, you know what I mean, premature. Not you, but I'm talking about the guy that tweeted the thing. You know what I mean? He was prematurely saying man had died, and that's just, to me, that's tasteless behavior, bro. Don't just be rushing to be the first to deliver news, bro. In fact, check this.
Yeah, you know the problem with Twitter and news journalists all right now is everyone wants to be first, not necessarily correct.
That's it.
You know, a couple of weeks ago, the same thing happened with the Queen when everyone was saying that she passed away, she's dead, right? People were really arguing on Twitter to say that she's dead. Didn't Lizzie come up on a phone call, on a video call as well, say, yeah, I'm good. So, yeah, you know what? Yeah, it's really bad when people are doing that.
And for certain man that shall remain nameless, if you see something online, double and triple check, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like you received from bare sources. Certain man that just free with it, bro. You start they're like they're in a strip club in Atlanta with the ones, blood, just spraying them anyhow, bro.
The worst one about this Raiola story is big publications were releasing he was dead. Then that's why he had to reply. Big publications. So no one was fact checking. No one was like interested in fact checking. So yeah, but yeah, RIP to the guy, man.
As for Raiola, I mean, I'm in football on the side of the players. You know what I mean? I'm never on the side of the club. Clubs are big organizations, yeah, that do a madness. So when I hear clubs crying about, oh, he asked for too much money, oh, this, that, and the other, these are the same clubs, bro, that got bare kids in the academies that they just fling off for profit when they ain't good enough. You know what I mean? Like, these clubs are ruthless. Absolutely ruthless, yeah. So when you got one guy that's ruthless with them, they want to cry wolf, and you got all these people Gary Neville's and all these donuts here that want to come up talking about Raiola that he's toxic. This whole 5% thing they're trying to introduce FIFA. That's because of him,
Yep.
It's almost like his legacy that he's leaving. Do you know what I mean?
No one likes paying him 22 million per player or per contract.
Exactly.
No one liked it.
But bro, all his players love him because he looks
100%
for their best interest. You know what I mean? If I was a player, I would want him to be my what's it called? My agent, bro, because I know I'm getting the best contract. You know what I mean? He's not going to be there pally with the clubs. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff. So yeah, man.
Yeah, man, 100%.
And bro, apparently he used to work in a pizza shop. I know that sounds mad stereotypical, but it's actually true. Mad thing. Imagine coming from working in a pizza shop to being one of the highest paid agents. Huh? That is a story right there.
That's what they need to make a movie on.
I'm telling you, bro. You know what I mean? That is a story. I don't want to hear about you know what I mean? Hearing people people call him man toxic or whatever, bro. You know what I mean? I'm gonna sit there on the side of big clubs. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man. That's the true rags to riches story.
I'm siding with hustlers, bro. People that you know what I'm saying, start from the bottom, bro. Put themselves up. That's why, like I said, man, always side with the players and the agents. I never feel sorry, even if it's my club. I never feel sorry for the club. Like levels, because I'll do the same thing. Do you know what I mean? Biggest contract, yeah, man. I'm talking about this player is greedy, this player is this, that, the other, bro. Let's go live there within it. You man are not gonna help him. There's how many players from the 90s, them man there, that are near enough homeless after they finished playing, bro. Where were the clubs at? Anyway, but that's my rant done there, boy.
Yeah.
The man there kind of annoying me still, but yeah, it is what it is, boy. So what was saying? Is there any predictions?
Yeah, come on. We can kick this off with your boys.
Boy.
We're at Crystal Palace v Watford.
We need to put my man, the originator, in a spliff back down to the championship. Yo, absolutely, boy. Get him the hell out of here, boy. We've moved on, bro. IC3 gang, what do you know?
Yeah, I'll go 2-1. I'm going 2-1.
I'm going 3-1. Let's go.
Just to help, right? Deep down, I want Palace to win, but if I go 3-1 Palace as well, it ain't gonna go the way we want. So just for that, I'm gonna take an L on this one and go 2-1 Watford because I agree with everything you said, Kuda.
Right. We into your boys now at best. We got Brighton v Man United.
Ooh.
I'm going 2-0 Brighton. Sorry, Abbas. I don't see it. Brighton a tough team. Brighton at home.
I'm gonna go. Do you know what? Brighton are up and down, but they're kind of picking up their form still.
Yeah.
Went through like a rough patch and then kind of going up again. So,
you know what?
2-1. I'm gonna fence it 1-1.
Yeah, I'm not on the fence on this one. I'm giving it a good solid 2-1 United. 2-1 United, because I think what United are going to do here, they're going to tease the fans and just show us how possible it could have been we got top 4 and just be out of top 4 to be in Europa League. So yeah, I'm going to 2-1 on this one.
To be honest, I hope you do make Europa or the Conference League actually.
You know what? I understand your hate, big man. Don't worry, I understand your hate.
No, I want you man to do well. But all right, let's go into the next team. Right, we got Liverpool v Spurs. I'll go with my boys 3-1.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for close 2-1.
I'm gonna go for a Spurs shock win 1-0. 1-0 Spurs. Shock win.
Deliver Man City that title, yeah? They're trying to disrupt the quadruple. I see you. You ain't slick.
All right. Let's go with Man City v Newcastle. Boy, I'm hoping for a
agendas.
I'm going for a 2-2 in it.
Yeah, I'm going for bog standard 3-0 away.
Ten Hag.
Boy, hey, you know what? City 4-0.
He's trying to make sure, man.
Right. All right. I was gonna pick.
You know when you don't even want goal difference to be a factor.
Boy, you should know about that, innit?
Boy.
We got Leicester v
You see,
Everton.
this is why I hate this brother so much. Oh my lord!
One said 9-0, you know.
Right, we got Leicester v Everton. I don't care what Everton done. I do not see it. I'm going with a 2-0 Leicester win.
Yeah, I think this is it, man. I think they're back to normal. 3-1 Leicester.
Gonna be a fence sitter on this one, 2-2.
You're gonna be offensive and that, but you're gonna go with a solid 2-1 with the Man United game.
Boy.
What's this work can't do?
Innit? It is what it is. Anyway, but if you use them scores for any gambling, gamble responsibly.
When the fun stops, stop.
Don't know. Anyway, yeah, if you enjoyed listening to the pod, yeah, make sure to drop that like. You know what I mean? That like button down there somewhere. Drop it. Look at me, man. No coordination. Drop the like, man. Drop the like. Press the button, innit? Press the button. But yeah, man. We'll catch you guys next week. Later.
Adios.
Bye.